What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a social media strategy for the busy entrepreneur or professional. There are so many of you who have said you want to be on social media, but you don't want to be an influencer. You also work full time, and so you know that your bandwidth isn't that large. However, you've also seen the benefits of having a social media presence, or you want to be a thought leader and aren't exactly sure how. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you a super simple social media strategy and then hopefully double down on your instincts and help totally convince you that you need to be using social media to your strategic benefit. So if you're even remotely interested in this, then just keep on watching. Hey you guys, and welcome back. For the people in my community, you know what it is. My name is Chloe, and on this channel we talk everything about healing yourself, building ethical generational wealth, and leading impact without burnout. I pivoted my multi-billion-dollar strategy career last year to help amazing people just like you do what I've done along my career, but in your flavor. So with this in mind, I actually wrote a book that distills how I went from $0 to $2 billion in strategic investment, how I healed my anxiety, depression, and burnout, and how I've also created generational wealth for my family and those around me. I took all of those learnings and put them into 10 principles that create a strategy for you to do the same. And because I believe so much in this work and in you, I've made the book 100% free. So please, please, please grab your copy of it while they still last. Now, with that, let's chop it up about social media. Now, I know when I say social media, some of y'all are instantly triggered, like you feel it in your body because social media has honestly become so consuming that some days you love it, some days you hate it. I personally have family members who cannot deal with the apps even being on their phone, right? I totally get it. And as somebody who's a well-being advocate as a whole, I don't believe social media needs to become your life, period. But it's also because it's unhealthy, right? So having a healthy relationship to social media is critically important for your health just as a person, but especially as a busy professional. Now, on the flip side of this, social media can be an incredible investment asset. And you're like, what? No one talks about social media that way. I know, and it drives me crazy. Y'all, social media is such a good asset and investment because you're building a brand. You guys, brands, when done well, are so profitable that you can make money on rinse and repeat at your fingertips. We have seen not only the democratization of visibility, whereas like everything used to be in print and it used to be super hard to get published. Now you can get published in 0.01 second as soon as you upload a post, right? The ability to create a brand has become so much easier. And in fact, it's where almost all marketing exists, is on social media. So your ability to tap into the leading marketing tools for free cannot go undervalued. And with that, I also want to just talk to you about shifting your mindset around social media, as it's not, in my opinion, people call it the highlight reel. I need you to step out of that. Okay, social media for a professional like you is a space for your thought leadership, for your service or your product, or to inspire people to make different choices. You have an incredible story of triumph. You have a story of how you went from a certain space and forget what other people expected, a certain space where it was not anticipated that you'd make it to where you are. But look at you, you're here. And because of that, you've got something inspirational. Okay. And even if you're not inspired, the goal is not to inspire yourself. There are going to be other people who are inspired by you. That's not even up to you. Okay. So it's not a question of will people be inspired by your story or not? They absolutely will, if you put it out there. Okay. So not only is social media a great investment tool, when it's handled with care and done with intention and integrity, it can be a tool of inspiration and transformation for so many people. So think of it as an engine for an investment, community impact, and giving you more agency in how you spend your time. Y'all, I can't tell you enough how many clients I've coached who have left their jobs and use social media, not as an influencer, but use social media as their kind of broadcast channel, as their marketing, etc., to teach all of the thought work that they've created, to show how to design spaces in a different way, to help people through trauma, right? It's literally any industry you can think of can be better supported and more profitable by using social media. With that, I want to give you a very simple strategy, okay? Because you're going to look at other videos on social media strategies, and I'm not going to say they're wrong. There are so many awesome approaches to social media. However, my focus here is giving you a strategy that is easy, quick, and feasible so you can fit it into your busy schedule and it doesn't feel like a huge burden, okay? So the strategy I'm going to teach you is just as simple as it sounds. I want you to think of one theme each week and just talk about that theme, okay? And so let's say that your theme is how to excel in the workplace. Great. So once you have the theme, I want you to come up with 3 different points about that theme, okay? So the theme, how to excel in the workplace. The points could be have awesome communication, be punctual, and be a continuous learner. Develop yourself, do professional development, right? So now that you have 3 ideas, I want you to take each single idea and make it one piece of content. So with these 3 ideas, they each become one piece of content. And so an easy way to do this is to go into Canva. Canva has awesome templates, so just click Instagram post. And then in the template section of the Instagram post, it's gonna give you a search bar option. Just put in tweet. It's gonna come up with like a tweet style template, and you're just gonna fill in your 1, 2, 3 ideas on 1, 2, 3 different posts. And there you have 3 pieces of content, okay? It is so easy, and the amount of design work you have to do is literally this much. It is this much, okay? It's like as much as just typing, right? So then once you have the 3 pieces of content, the pro tip is going to be to go ahead and schedule those pieces of content, right? And of course, if you can't tell, my tips right now are focused on Instagram. I'll get to like video content in a second, right? Schedule that content and then boom, you've got a week's worth of content in what probably was an hour to no more than 90 minutes if you got distracted, right? Y'all, it can be as easy as 1 hour a week. And you're not going to be on the hamster wheel of, oh, what should I post today? I don't know if this is going to hit, like Is it going to be coherent? Is it going to be cohesive? You don't have to worry about any of that. You did all the work you needed to do in 1 hour, right? And now if you want to do it on video content, do the same kind of like thought work of pick one concept, pick a few different ideas that relate to it, and then just talk about it. Make TikTok style videos and then post those videos to TikTok, to Instagram Reels, and to YouTube Shorts. Y'all, you don't have to make new content for each platform, right? However, you should think through being intentional in delivering something that's valuable to people. So it's more about the quality of what you're saying, not figuring out a way to like be completely original on each different platform. That's not what you want to do. It actually kind of is a waste of your time, right? So think about the kind of content you want to create, the single idea each week, 3 pieces or 3 ideas under that umbrella, and make 3 pieces of content. Schedule them in advance, and there you go. In less than 90 minutes, you have done a week's worth of content. And y'all, none of you can sit here and tell me you don't have an hour, okay? I bet you, and for the people who are going to try to like argue with me on this, go into your phone usage, look at how much time you spent surfing the internet last week, and tell me you don't have an hour that you could create content with. Go and tell me. You can, right? Like, I know you do. So you can even do it on a lunch break if you wanted to, right? It can be so passive that you can, and I don't mean skip eating, I mean do it while you eat, right? Like, it does not have to be that complicated. So think about these things like batch create. That's what we call like creating multiple pieces of content in one sitting. Batch create, schedule in advance so that you don't feel behind, And then make sure that when you post it, respond to people who respond to your content, right? For whatever reason, some people don't respond, as though it's almost like a little power play, like you respond and I'm just gonna heart it. No, say something, like thank people for their attention, right? Because they could be looking anywhere. So please respond to people, okay? And then another easy and super beneficial way to do content is get on stories. Go live with your audience, right? Let them get to know you, build a personal connection. And if stories intimidate you, you can repost content that you think is funny, educational, inspiring, whatever. Just repost other people's content to your stories. And that's valuable, right? And people can see like your humor or your thinking style or things that, you want to talk about. So you can start there. And then if you want to start getting on camera and you're not sure what to say, just take people through your day. Talk about something interesting, post something funny. Like, it doesn't have to be super serious, right? Obviously, if you're doing this to create a business, make sure that it's appropriate to your business goals. And please know, I don't mean like professional, right? I think anything can be professional. We can get into that in another video. I am not saying that you need to be like this cookie cutter, Microsoft Excel toting professional. All I'm saying is just make sure it's like aligned to your goals, right? So if you want to eventually make money on your platform, don't go promoting every other person's product that's the exact same thing you want to build, right? Like just think about it, Obviously, I think that's enough for you to get started with. The thing I was going to get into was about how to research content, and that's kind of a little more in-depth than you probably need right now. But what I will say is, if you're looking for ideas, please know there are awesome creators who make content that you are inspired by. Just figure out what you like about their content and then figure out how to do it in your own flavor in your content, right? And eventually you're going to find great traction. Now, the last tip that I have for you is that you're going to just have to start, okay? The best way to learn in this kind of space is truly just to get started. And if you start by picking one idea, picking a few like concepts within that idea, you're gonna be great, okay? And if you can just put out, even if like whatever you need to do to be consistent, even if it's posting once a week, that is totally fine. And I promise you, the quicker you start, the easier it gets. Y'all, please do not be like me, okay? The camera I'm filming on right now, I bought this camera in 2017 because I wanted to post high quality pictures on Instagram. I did not start using this camera until January of 2023. and by the time I actually started using the camera, y'all, IG was basically done with pictures anyways, okay? I waited through a whole movement and phase of digital marketing. Like, I let it pass me by, okay? And for so long, I would kick myself like, oh, I can't start because I'm already late and I'm behind, this, that, the third. Y'all know. Social media has afforded me so much freedom. It has helped me build the business of my dreams, and there's going to be so much more coming. And I really just got started taking this serious, y'all. So please know, it is absolutely not too late. This is an investment in yourself, your future, your business, and making sure that when all these big layoffs happen, you're not just totally scrambling from scratch, right? So hopefully in this video, I've given you a strategy that is super easy. There are going to be so many intelligent creators who would have a different approach. That's fine, okay? And I honestly think it's great. If there's a different approach that works better for you, please follow it. But for the people who want something simple, easy, and not going to be a burden in your week, I think this is a pretty good one. Now, before we go, I'm going to make sure that I link some other videos that are educational on different topics around entrepreneurship, business building, helping your community, and healing yourself, because I think they might be helpful. So please check them out. Let me know what you think. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Take care, you guys.